thinking like a mountain goat. We talked about it in Elden Ring quite a bit, scaling walls that don't look like you can scale with just the edge of the hoof. And that got me thinking. It's been a minute since we did goat videos. Me and Skitten did that video so long ago now. It's at least 4 years old now, of the 10 minutes of funny goat videos, which I don't even know if it's up. But mountain goats don't believe in gravity. If you guys haven't seen it, it's been a while since we talked about it. You know, we love animal facts here, so I'm really hoping that you guys enjoy this vid. And yeah, let's check it out, man. It's pretty short, so I think it's something we can kind of get into.
These gravity-defying mountaineers feel most at home on almost vertical rock faces. Using specialized hooves that would give the best hiking boots a run for their money, they're able to cling to the cliffs, ensuring predators can't follow. While these cliff-hanging nannies, billies, and kids may look sweet and fluffy, they are among the most aggressive ungulates in the world.
They do throw hands.
These goats don't believe in gravity.
Look at that.
Meet the mountain goat.
Mountain goat. Bro, that's so cool. Honestly, it's really one of the coolest adaptations I've ever seen, man. Dude, why not? Like, if you're not afraid of gravity, you got pointy toes, let's get it.
Hi, I'm Danielle Dufault, and you're watching Animal Logic.
Does that thing in front of your nose get cold enough to give you freezer burn? Because, you know, freezer burn is from, like, the vapors of, like, air, like water moisture freezing and stuff, right? I don't know.
Oreamnos americanus, also known as the Rocky Mountain goat, the snow goat, and Oreamnos americanus, also known as the Rocky Mountain goat, the snow goat, and the white goat, is known for living dangerously in subalpine and alpine regions of northwestern North America. But before we go any further, I'd like to thank this platform that lets you invest in the same what they're doing. Investors can appreciate if is right super easy to get started. Portfolio with a isn't affected as much. Thanks, Masterworks. When Oreamnos harringtoni went extinct about 11,000 years ago, the mountain goat was left as the sole member of its genus. Despite their name, mountain goats are not actually true goats.
Look at that! Look at the way he drops down, dude.
Mountain goats are not actually true goats, since they don't belong to the genus Capra, along with wild and domestic goats. The ancestors of the mountain goat are thought to have crossed the Bering Strait into North America during the last ice age. These ancestors seem to have evolved the ability to tiptoe along rock faces over 100,000 years ago. The mountain goat's skillful balancing act begins with their specialized hooves, which have evolved to provide them serious traction on rocky and icy slopes. Out here in the Yukon, if you're looking for mountain goats, you better look up. They've got hooves that can get them anywhere they want to be, climbing up steep cliff faces like it's no problem. Their hooves are cloven, meaning that they are split into two. The outside of their oversized hooves is rock hard.
Did you frickin' see that? That can't be good. We might have too many things plugged up here. We'll fix it. Everything's on a shock protector, I think.
While the inner pad is both super tough and super flexible.
Mountain goats
can spread their hooves wide for better balance, with their rough pads working like rubber mountaineering boots for better traction. On the back of their hooves are two large dew claws, which they plant while descending to give them even more balance and control. Their low center of gravity also helps them keep steady while navigating their rocky home terrain. Yeah, these mountain goats are looking down at us like, what, can't you get up here? What's your problem? And they're right, I can't. While mountain goats do spend time on alpine meadows and plateaus, they rarely venture more than half a kilometer away from cliffs and rock faces in case they need to make a quick getaway. Within just a couple days of birth, kids are already able to follow their mothers up, down, and all around their rocky habitat. These mountain goats have this ability to climb that almost seems supernatural. They don't look like super agile animals, but you'd be surprised at just how steep of a cliff they can just hop on up. They may be short and stocky at about 1 meter tall, but these muscle-bound powerhouses have shoulder and foreleg leg muscles
that would be
propel
crazy.
them up to 3.5 meters in a single bound.
Oh my gosh!
That's about the same distance as the current world record for standing broad jump. All mountain goats, both the females known as nannies and the males known as billies, are crowned with 2 sharp black horns, which they use for both defense and intimidation. These pointed puffballs are wrapped in woolly, white, double-layer coats that keep them cozy in the winter and which they shed once a year in the summer.
It looks
Mountain
horrific.
goats are also built for these cold climates. Even their color helps them evade predation because living on top of these mountains means that they blend in just perfectly with the snowy ice caps. Mountain goats do stay white all year round.
Dude.
The main difference is that during the summer, they have a much thinner, lighter coat. In the winter, they bulk up that fluff and get super duper floofy. During the summer months, mountain goat nannies gather to form nursery groups of up to 100 individuals. These matriarchal groups have a very strict social hierarchy.
Really?
The older you are as a mountain goat nanny, the more clout you've got. Nannies show their dominance in a variety of ways, from death stares all the way up to outright duels. Mountain goats are among the most aggressive animals within their family, with nannies taking the cake as the most hostile of them all.
If
you're another mountain goat, you don't want to cross a crabby nanny. During the rut, billies have to tread very lightly, and not just because they live on steep cliffs. Nannies are particularly aggressive towards billies during courtship. To avoid getting seriously injured, males can only approach females when the females are in heat and only with a slow and submissive stance to avoid getting skewered by her sharp horns. Unlike other goats, mountain goats don't try and ram heads during their fights for dominance. Instead, they'll try and stab each other with their horns.
Wow.
Yikes. Despite their Hulk levels of aggression, these fights to the death are actually relatively rare. It's just wild to think that these mountain goats will challenge each other
They're just like,
up on top
don't cut
of
it.
mountains.
It's natural.
I don't know if I'd ever risk that. The chances of falling from way up there are a little too high for me. Predators too need to watch out for the razor-sharp horns of the mountain goat. Earlier this year in British Columbia, the carcass of a grizzly bear was discovered with stab wounds in its armpit and neck. The murder weapon? The long dagger-like horns of a mountain goat.
He went in. That's
Along
really
with
cool.
grizzlies, other predators like wolves, coyotes, golden eagles, wolverines, and mountain lions are responsible for the deaths of many a mountain goat. Another common cause of mountain goat mortality is starvation. Kids commonly die of starvation during harsh winters, and older individuals will often die of starvation once their teeth have worn away from a lifetime of chomping on hard vegetation. Their ability to climb and live in areas where they won't be followed may give them an edge against predators, but it also puts them squarely in the path of other dangers. Mountain goats often die from accidental falls, avalanches, rock slides, and even being struck by lightning. And yet, despite all the perils, these ungulate rock climbers continue to thrive in some of the most inhospitable places on Earth.
Ah, dude, like the slide is crazy. I've never seen a slide before.
The high-stakes life of the mountain goat.
Did you see him slide down then? Of course you did, but I'm gonna replay it. The slide is crazy. I've actually never seen the slide that long before. It never occurred to me that they would be actually sliding downhill to kind of get to where they're going for. I had a goat named Wizard. My grandmother got him. He was mean, and they had him tied up because he would just eat stuff he wasn't supposed to eat. And I can confirm, goats are very aggressive things, and they eat all kinds of stuff with their hard teeth. So it can be kind of hard to manage them. So I can imagine mountain goats are a lot of the same thing. I really enjoyed this video. I think the whimsical music of it and the lightheartedness really fit. It's not normally the kind of stuff I like, right? But I really got it. Do you see my humor right on the shirt? This has words on it, which is unnatural for me. But, you know, he's dying. He's going extinct. That's kind of been like the vibe. You know what I'm saying? But a very informative video. Would not have assumed that they died from lightning strikes. On top of a mountain, I guess there's not many things for electricity to want to hit. Wish I would have reshot that part of the video too. My own lightning strike. Holy crap, I gotta fix that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for the suggestion. Holy smokes. I gotta go. Peace.